Hey YouTube, we're going to help you follow through on your goals no matter what.
Before we even go any further, do us a favor. Go to the comment box, type 1 to 3 of the big goals you're going after. What we'd like to do is read those and create some videos around helping you reach those goals. We like to use an acronym, ACT. A-C-T. A stands for accountability, C is for consequence, and T is for torture. T is for track everything.
So first one, accountability. I have been on a journey of working on my goals for probably the last 10 years. I have always struggled with being consistent. One of the things I incorporated for the last 2 months that's new to me is being accountable to somebody. I have 2 different goals that I have, 2 different accountability partners, and the level of consistency that I'm seeing is night and day.
That's actually how we started the show. Aaron and I got together, and it was like every other Tuesday we would just check in with each other. We'd go to a coffee shop before work and we would check in on our goals, check in how are we doing. We really pushed each other to go further and farther. You know, he helped me land just a killer dream job, and I think I was able to push him in doing more with his coaching. C is for accountability. So if you C is for tired. C is for nap time.
C is for cookie.
C is for comedy. C is for consequence. This is an idea I got when I was pulled up on stage at a conference in which Greg McKeown was speaking. He's the author of Essentialism. It's a book on narrowing down your focus and going after your true purpose. And it's a book that really I need to read again because I have a tendency to focus on way too many things and not get as far as I'd like to with my goals. So he suggested that for what my goal was, which was spending more time with my kids, I get rid of something.
Like a kid. If you only had 2, it'd be so much
So
easier,
much
wouldn't it?
easier.
Yep.
Way less time. Think of all the activities I could do. I could
With
play way
only
more
2
Nintendo
kids.
games. This is going off the rails. I told him I wanted to spend more time with my kids and that I was doing too many things. And he said, what's one thing that you could stop doing right now that just isn't adding to your life and doesn't serve your purpose? I told him what that was. And then he said, do you have somebody who can hold you accountable? I said, yes, I have Aaron. He says, here's what you do. You need a reward, or you need a, like a carrot, or you need a stick. And he recommended a stick in this case. What he said is put up a $100 bill, nail it to the wall or something like that, or tape it to the wall, and basically have that accountability person be like a referee. And if you don't follow through with the goal, such as spending the time with my kids each week, they will basically take it and tear it up.
Now, I'm a little bit different than Glenn. Negative reinforcement doesn't work on me. I'm all about positive reinforcement. So for me, one of the things that's really helped for me to be more consistent is I have this morning ritual now where I kind of journal on my progress and how I did. And it's all about building on these wins and successes. When I have a couple of days where I am true to my goals, I get that much more eager to share it with my accountability partner and kind of have that ability to be recognized for the effort I put into it. That really means a lot to me.
So that brings us to the T and ACT.
So the T is track everything. We are different in the way that we track things. I'm not really a details person, but I enjoy the details when it comes to my achievements. So currently with my dad, actually, I'm doing a certain diet tracking. And so for each day I track all the calories that I eat. I track in how many calories I lost with exercise, and then what the over and under is for the day. And then I kind of even put a little note section on my challenges for that day. For me, what was so powerful about that was I thought I was in a space where I was eating really well and working out often. I thought that. If you would have asked me, I would have told you I'm doing great. When I started to track my results, I saw that I was wildly inconsistent. So I'd have certain days where I was under by like 200 calories, and then one day I'd be over by 1,000.
Oh.
And so I was wondering, like, why aren't I losing weight, or why aren't I seeing this progress?
While eating a cake, he's like, I don't.
Right. I just don't get it. And so that was, but I wouldn't have known that had I not started to track my behaviors. Doing that with someone else was really beneficial for me.
For me, I like to keep it stupid simple, otherwise I won't do it. I have to have just something that's just very bare bones. So it's just literally a list of the different things I want to do each day, and then the days of the week, and I put down an X for each one of the things I do consistently. And I like to see, the chain of X's over time. I got the idea from one of the books I read, and it's really attributed to Jerry Seinfeld and his advice on how to write more and better comedy bits. He said he liked to put down a red X on his calendar, and he didn't want to break the chain of X's. And it really is rewarding. It's good to see those straight lines of chains.
There's also apps that you can use. Whatever helps you use it on a consistent basis and track something, that's the method for you. All right, if you like this video, do us a favor, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. And please also share it with your friends to help us grow.
Golden, stay golden, boy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Guido and Aaron Show.
You want to talk about confidence?